So joining us by video link, please welcome this week's special guest, Hugh. So, Angela, what is Hugh to you?
Well, this is Hugh, and his reindeer once smashed my windscreen.
Right, Angela's screen smasher. Ardal, how do you know Hugh?
This is Hugh. One Christmas, I felt so bad about lying to him, I had to leave the country.
Right, Ardal's misled mate. And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Hugh?
This is Hugh. He saved my life when I caused a riot at a prison panto.
So, there we have it. David, where would you like to begin?
OK, so, Angela, talk us through what happened with the windscreen and the reindeer.
What more would you like to know?
OK, were you in the car?
No, I wasn't.
Was the car moving?
No.
Where was the car parked?
It was parked in the car park of a pub on the edge of Dartmoor.
And how did the reindeer come to smash the windscreen?
Because it was on the roof of the pub, which is a 16th century pub. And every year I have a party in this pub for my friends and relatives. And Hugh, and it's now his son, actually, Chris Worthington, who looks after it. But when Hugh was there, Hugh used to decorate the pub and had one of those things with the reindeer pulling the sled across the roof.
Doing untold damage to a listed building?
Well, no. It had been put up there properly.
OK.
Yeah, no. But we were all inside having dinner, and suddenly there was this almighty crash. And my car was the one that was right in its path when it fell.
So what happened? Where was Hugh when all of this commotion was going on?
Behind the bar, where he belonged.
Did he?
Belong. Get back behind the bar where you belong.
He's mine host. He was the owner of the pub.
Yeah, sure. But when all the commotion happened, obviously Hugh would have...
He ran out too. We all went out to see what the noise was.
Yeah. And how was your reaction? Did you deck him?
Did I what?
Deck him.
With that accent, you can't say that.
No.
Did you deck him?
No, I didn't deck him, and I didn't deck him either. No.
Missed opportunity.
And are you still in contact with Hugh?
Well, not really, because Hugh now lives in Melbourne. He's moved.
Are you saying that's where he is now?
I'm assuming that's where he is now. Yes.
Gosh.
I feel sorry for Hugh, because he's probably thinking, why couldn't they just taken a photograph of me and put this on pause? And I could have gone, oh, there he is, he's moving.
No,
I'm smiling, Hugh, you know the rules.
Ardal. Yes. What's your relationship with Hugh again?
Well, Hugh was on a committee at my children's primary school, and shortly before Christmas one year, he asked me to be Santa Claus at the Christmas fair.
Right.
And I didn't want to be Santa Claus at the Christmas fair.
Yeah.
So I said no.
Why?
It's my worst nightmare, actually. I just thought, like, why me?
Because you're Ardal O'Hanlon and you're lovable.
For an actor, it's a bit like a busman's holiday. They're going to be questioning your credibility, like, you're not the real Santa, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I've done it, and it went very well.
And did they believe you were the real Santa?
Yes, they did, because I put on a different voice.
Oh.
Can we hear it?
Hello, Angela.
Oh.
Have you been good this year?
Oh, dear. Yeah, you sound like a sort of pervert robot.
I don't care. All that matters to me is the opinion of Jim Broadbent.
Well, I played Santa several times, and I think no.
I set you up. I elevated you above these idiots. Continue, David.
Well, no, I can completely understand why that sort of event would be a nightmare. So what did you do?
Well, I lied to you. I said I'd love to do it, but I can't. And I said the first thing that came into my head, I said, I'm going to be away that weekend. And then I felt really bad for telling him that lie. So when I got home, I booked a weekend away.
Where to?
Stockholm.
Why Stockholm?
It was available.
So your children missed the Christmas fair as well?
No, they didn't miss it. They went to the Christmas fair.
You went to Stockholm yourself?
On my own. I picked Stockholm because I thought if I went to Paris or Barcelona, I might have had fun. And I genuinely didn't want to have fun. And I just wanted to be away. I couldn't take the chance of staying in my own house because Hugh is quite formidable and he has like minions. And
What did you fear would happen to you if Hugh
well, I would have
found
been
out about
exposed
this
as a liar, and I didn't want to be. I have lied before, and I've lied quite successfully, and, without any qualms.
OK.
But on this occasion, I felt, because it was my children were involved, my wife was doing the tombola, she wasn't going to come with me.
Yeah.
How is Mr. Bowler?
You have to ask her, I don't know.
One more question. Why is Hugh not here in the studio?
Because I live in Dublin, as does Hugh. And I think that answers that.
Yes. OK, now what about Lee? Lee, remind us of your claim.
This is Hugh. He saved my life when I caused a riot at a prison panto.
Oh. What was the prison?
Wandsworth.
And were you thrilled when you heard they were going to put a panto on and you would get to watch it?
Why were you in the prison?
I was in the prison because a friend of mine works for a charity that puts on shows for prisoners, and they asked me if I would get involved.
So what was the panto?
The panto was Cinderella.
Uh-huh.
What was your role?
My role was to sort of bring a bit of good spirits to the company. I wasn't in the panto.
It must have been very hard for you once the performance began.
Yeah.
Because I know you, and it would have been very hard for you to be in the wings and not want to...
Hang on, I wasn't in... Which wing are you talking about?
in H-wing, right? But to be in the wings, and you must have wanted to get on there.
Well, I did introduce the show. That was my sort of... I'll introduce the show.
And what form did your introduction take?
It's a tough gig. I was trying to use all the usual stuff. What do you do for a living? Oh, sorry, right. And then I thought, do what you do at Panto. They'll love this. They don't want to hear my jokes. All they want, chocolate.
Right.
So I had a bowl of those little wrapped miniature sweet things, and I just started lobbing them out, because that's what you do at Panto, right? I was lobbing them out like that and getting everyone upbeat.
And what happened?
It was getting a bit rowdy. And then I threw a big handful very hard, and it hit one of the, I didn't know at the time, notorious hard men. Straight in the eye.
Yes.
What miniature bar was it?
No, it was a giant Toblerone.
So what happens then?
So he said, "You've just hit me in the eye." And then it goes a bit quiet. Everyone's tense because they know it's Big Harry.
So what happened?
Yeah.
He does what any hardened criminal does when he's trying to assert his alpha maleness. He goes for me.
Right.
And the next minute, complete riot breaks out.
In all of this, where does Hugh fit in?
Where does Hugh fit in?
Where does Hugh fit in? Where does Hugh fit in?
I was the executive producer.
Not you. What was Hugh's role?
He was, brace yourself, and is a prisoner.
What? Well, I wasn't expecting that. So Hugh was a con.
Not was a con. Hugh is a prisoner.
He's in a very relaxed prison now.
Yeah.
That is an artificial backdrop that they sent to the prison, and if you were to pull that away, you'd see lots of bars, seriously, and uniforms with arrows facing upwards.
Right. What did he do?
The wardens have gone, the alarms are going, it's chaos. So Hugh grabs me, he says, "Keep your head down and follow me." And we ran, and then we find this open cell, and he just throws me in, shuts the door. He says, "This is the only place no one can get to because it's automatic locking."
Yeah.
And now I'm in, I'm safe.
How long were you there?
I was in there for 2.5 years. It was supposed to be 4, but I had really good behaviour and I worked in the library.
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Hugh Angela's screen smasher, Ardal's misled mate, or Lee's prison pal? What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, it's all mysterious why Hugh's on the screen, and the best reason for that is Angela's That was entirely credible.
What about you, Rose?
Weirdly, I believe that Ardal has travelled to Stockholm to avoid an awkward conversation before, but it has nothing to do with Hugh. I think Angela.
You think Angela?
Absolutely.
I think Angela.
I think we think Angela's is
You're
the
going to
most
say
plausible
Angela.
story.
So, Hugh, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Hugh, and Ardal lied to me one Christmas.
Yes, Hugh is Ardal's misled mate. Thank you very much, Hugh.